Good morning, friends. Miss y'all. Can't wait for the day when we will gather together again. Just wanted to bring you some thoughts this fine Monday morning. So, when I was a junior, I think in college, we were playing basketball against a school up in Wisconsin. And I vividly remember this game. There were a couple of seconds left, 8 or 10 seconds left, and we had the ball inbounds at the side. I think it was a tie game. We might have been down by one. Anyway, so we had this play drawn up. We get the play, we get the ball in. Next thing I look up, the ball is bouncing kind of toward the free throw line, and time is running out. I picked up the ball, and I shot it, and I was option number 6 of the 5 guys on the field, on the court, but I put the shot up, buzzer went off, shot went in. What I remember about that moment is running to the other end of the court, and all of the bench kind of comes toward me, and I realize I'm in big trouble because I'm a small, little, scrawny guy, and there's some big dudes on our team. And so one of the best decisions of my life, I found our center, a guy named Big Chief, and I ran to him and jumped in his arms because I knew that he would shield me from some of the damage that I would get from the dog pile. I tell you that story just to tell you that there's value in looking back on the things that we've done and accomplished. And I don't recall that memory often, but when I do, it's not so that I would want to relive that or be that person again. It's just it brings up just good feelings and good memories in my heart, and it reminds me of maybe a simpler time. Then it reminds me just of the joy of the journey. I don't know about y'all, but during this difficult time, there's been a lot of like cleaning out and reorganizing and setting things up at the Drake House. And one of the things that I've come across is some old books that were really instrumental to me being who I am, and authors and musicians and things like that. And one of my fondest memories in ministry, my worship crush David Crowder had a conference in Waco several years ago. It was called David Crowder's Fantastical Church Music Conference. And one of my just great memories, and I'll try to get the picture up, was when Rob Bell was on stage and he pulled out a guitar and sang a song, and then David Crowder came and sang a song. The friend that was sitting next to me there in the theater had to hold me back from just kind of rushing the stage and just ooh and on all over them. Anyway, I tell you that because I've rediscovered, I never really lost the Crowder thing. If you know me, I always listen to Crowder's music. But in cleaning stuff out, we found some of his older CDs and not his more recent ones. And I've just had those on in the car and just listening to them and being reminded of just some of the memories from youth ministry and church camp and things like that have made me smile. And then I've also kind of found a couple of there's the CD I got for Easter. You like that? I would disagree with some of the songs being essential on that, but that's another story. I also ran across this in Justin's office last time I was up there. And then pulled it off my shelf. And I've read back through that book, and I read through that stuff not to take me back to a time when maybe my understanding of God was a little simpler and a little less cluttered, but I do it to just remind myself that God is good and God is faithful, and He has used all kinds of different avenues to mold me and shape me into the person that I am today. So I would encourage you on this Monday Motivation to maybe pull back some of those songs or writings or even some of your own thoughts from years ago in your journey, that whether maybe it was a church camp when you were in high school or maybe it was, some college experience, whatever that is, just kind of in your mind, go back there and remember some of that stuff and smile. We're at a time when there's a lot of anxiety and a lot of pressure, and it doesn't hurt anybody to smile. So that's my encouragement for today. Find something that brought you great joy in the past and maybe go back to that. All right. Look forward to seeing you all pretty soon. Love you.